Much better.
A quick breakfast and air filter cleaning, and we were on the road once again.
Sitting by the road, looking for a ride home. It was milepost 12, and I was all alone. Sun beating down on the back of my neck. Oh Lord, let me find a peaceful place to rest. I was too far from home. I gotta get back to Oregon. Too far to roam, trying to get back to Oregon.
Continuing to move away from the southern border, stopping just short of Crater Lake today. There's a couple of smaller kind of reservoir lakes down below it with some resort themes around them. So we're going to be near that area. Hopefully we'll be able to mooch some water and ice for the coolers for those resorts. And we'll see how that goes. I'm not entirely certain what the road situation is going to look like. Right now we're on like fresh...
I like that there's a cloud of dust coming off of you guys.
Us for once instead of you. We're on some like fresh asphalt right now, which feels really weird to drive on relative to the forest and fire line roads have been going on. But ideally we'll be back in the woods before we know it.
Alright, we have replenished our water now, and we're headed to get some fuel. I'm just keeping things topped off. Not anywhere near running out of fuel, but whenever possible, fueling up is always the best idea.
We are at Lake of the Woods Resort, which is very big. Feels almost like a suburb more than a resort, but we're here to fill up on some gas. They have a little RV pump down here, and yeah, they have a little RV fuel up station down here by the lake. So we're just going to fill up on that real quick and get back into the wilderness. The lake itself is very pretty.
Lake of the Woods was named by Oregon pioneer Oliver C. Applegate in 1870. In June of each year, the Forest Service hosts a week-long resource management program for high school students. Participants study the geology, fisheries, and wildlife of the lake.
We've been driving on a lot of pavement. And, it's good for mileage, I guess. We're doing the things that we need to do. We got the ice stocked up, so it's not like we're wasting our time. We're getting our checklist done, but we're not out there as much as we could be.
What did we find?
Found a river. Creaky thing. I just touched a spider web.
Our Gaia maps led us to check out a point of interest, slightly off the road.
I think we lost Asa. Hey, I found it! Is it a fat tree?
The tree's dead.
Oh. It's a memorial for a firefighter. On August 1st, 1929, while fighting the Camas Creek Fire in Washington, Douglas C. Ingram lost his life. This ponderosa pine, a seedling at the time of his death, is preserved in his memory as a monument to his guidance and inspiration to all land managers. A range examiner and expert botanist, Mr. Ingram provided a basis for management policies through his intensive study of these lands in 1925 and 1926. It's kind of cool. There's no trail that leads to it, just in the middle of the woods here. Unfortunately, the tree itself is dead. Doesn't look like it ever made it to be that big. There we go. Doug Ingram tree.
That was a forest fire.
Cool little springs up here called Misfit Springs. Stop for lunch.
What's your favorite part about Misfit Springs here?
I just like how it doesn't quite fit in with all the other springs in the classroom. You know, it tries to do its own thing, and it doesn't really care what other people think. You know, and sometimes people get mad at that, but hey, he's probably going to grow up to be more independent thinking than all the rest.
I am going to fill up my water bottle with my handy dandy silly pint. Definitely not a hot springs. Tastes springy. With a hint of frog. You guys hungry at all?
We got there.
We have epic bagels with hummus and charcuterie.
Charcuterie.
Charcuterie. It's so fancy I don't even know how to pronounce it.
What you got there, Asa?
Silly pint full of gummy bears. It's delicious. Not as good as gummy bears.
I don't think I've ever seen a forest road like straight line that much of an elevation change before.
I was thinking the same thing.
That was kind of fun. I kind of want to come back with like a sled sometime in the winter.
Starting to get into the more temperate rainforest area of the state, getting out of kind of that drier central area by Ashland, that more Mediterranean climate, getting into the, you know, kind of the area by like Eugene and just the temperate rainforest area of the state.
Asa, having fun, driving in some circles. We progressed into the hills near Prospect, a small logging town.
So, as we were driving up around this ridge here, coming out of this canyon that we were in, we suddenly just started seeing like plane after plane after plane fly overhead. It was the craziest looking thing. We're like, where are all these planes going? It looked like clear skies over there. And we just assumed they're going for the municipal airport that's not too far away from here. And we come up around this bend here, and it's just smoke all across. We can see it billowing out from the other side of this valley right here. And looks like a pretty good forest fire going on. So we're gonna see if this one's also interfering with our trip. This might just be a theme that we're gonna have to deal with.
What we got going on? Oh, hi.
What's up there? Is that smoke?
Campfire.
Oh. That looks like there's a forest fire off on the other side again. Trying to determine whether our route is going to take us near it or not. It might. We'll see.
Pretty awesome valley.
Unfortunately, we found our path yet again blocked, this time by a closed gate.
Plans got kind of thrown up, so like I said before, we came around this ridge and saw a pretty amazing view of this fire burning on over there. And when we went down the route that we intended to, we came upon this gate that wouldn't let us past. So we're having to backtrack back around this mountain again to try to find an alternate route that'll take us to where we need to be.
Looks like the campsite we had originally decided for the day is square in the middle of the Blanket Creek fire, which is at 5,200 acres currently. Looks like there's another fire up by Crater Lake. That one's not nearly as big currently. So we're going to have to reroute and find a new campsite for the night. Adventure! Yay! Cool. Let's go look at Guy. Yeah, the fire is basically this chunk of our route. Well, alright. Let's go see what we can find.
Been driving down through this rainforest area here. And road continues through here. We just needed to do a little bit of clearing because as you can see, a little road obstacle, nothing we want to pop tires on.
You didn't even need my help.
I'm a big boy. I'm wearing my Carhartt like a man.
Hey, so this is just, a little trail clearing ahead of us right here. That one may require a little bit of clearing if we can actually get through.
Alright, let's see what we got.
Here's the river.
Jeff, take care of it.
Oh, fun.
That one's gonna be more of a pain to move.
Alright, you get that in, I'll get that in, we'll just lift it. Got some pine cones here. Just some little ones. I think from a Christmas tree as a bird feeder.
This one looks like it might be worth it if we can, if we want to do the work to get down here. Starting to see a little bit of the river down there.
Oh, look at this.
Pretty epic camp spot.
This is.
Whether or not we want to put the work in.
We counted 5
Chainsaw.
use areas.
Yeah. This is what we were looking for.
Holy crap.
Let's do it.
Yeah, pretty neat.
My take on long sleeves, if the chainsaw is going to cut through my arm, it'll probably go through a long sleeve as well, so.
The long sleeves aren't so much for the chainsaw as the splintering wood flying around.
Yeah.
I just want it all over me. It's
No,
gonna like,
wearing a shirt.
I'm gonna like
Inside.
standing behind you and it's like back.
Maybe less glamorous, but it's just as important.
I know, right? Yeah, so everybody knows the job of the sawyer. Using the heavy machinery and looking all sexy with the sawdust flying in the air. And nobody acknowledges the guy behind him who has to pick up all these logs, put it on the side. That's where the real work's done at.
Okay, let's go see the good stuff now.
Lucky for us, there was not a chainsaw use ban in this area. Otherwise, we would not have been able to get through this road.
Not too shabby of a spot. Had to work a little bit to get in here, but it's definitely worth it.
That's brisk.
Thanks for getting my hopes up. So, those viewing at home may have been wondering how we keep hygienic on trail. The answer is 90% of the time we don't. But when we get access to it, we get places like this that allow us to take a moment of freshness. This is spring-fed river, or glacial-fed river. So, the water that we're going into, most actually pay lots of money to get to enjoy this experience, and here we have it for free. So I guess I can't really complain too much. But it's going to be cold, and I'm going to be ready for that. Oh yeah, lovely.
How's it feel? Very recently snow. Don't try this at home.
How was it?
Actually pretty good.
Bet that felt real good.
First initial shock. Over. You should do it, Jeff. It feels good.
You're not supposed to feel your toes, right?
No, you're not, of course. Woo! Yep. That could have been snow yesterday. Alright. And Jeff is, of course, looking very manly.
Got my puffy jacket, my puffy pants. Later I'll be putting on my puffy boots.
I wish I was as puffy as you. It's been a while since I cut your hair. I hope I haven't lost my touch. Disclaimer, I am not a trained barber, but I have been cutting Jeff's hair since I've known him. So, 7 years? 7 years. Oops. Yeah, luckily for me, Jeff doesn't really care what his hair looks like. Thoughts?
There's not a lot that's better than having a beautiful location all to yourself.
After our much-needed swim and Jeff's haircut, we relaxed and enjoyed the majesty of the wild and scenic Rogue River.
The full moon rising on a cool, clear night. Living this moment with no end in sight. It's a taste of the tears running down your face. It's a slow sun setting without a trace.
And here we have Jeff looking studly as usual.
Hidden stud knife.